Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I noticed that my hair is still like so green. It matches with my shirt. My sister told me that this was supposed to be like a dye that washes out of your hair in 4 washes because I did not want to do anything to my hair anymore because I wanted to get back to my natural hair color. And so she's like, yeah, it'll wash out in 4 washes. It's probably been like 30 washes and it's still in my hair. It's still green and it's now the color of my shirt, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Anyway, so today's video, I wanted to talk about what I feed these guys because I get so many requests, even though I've made a lot of videos on like what I put in their soup, or I guess maybe not specifically like videos about that, but mentioned it in a lot of my videos. But I get a lot of like comments saying, what, how do you make their soup? What should I feed them? Still things like that. So I just want to talk about that today, how I make their soup. I feed these guys freeze-dried raw, so I don't feed them the Wysong kibble anymore. And I know that feeding raw is the best. I'm actually enrolling in a feline nutrition program, like for school, which I'm super excited about. I start that, I don't know, soon. I will be starting that soon. But I'm on board with like feeding raw. It's just the fact that these guys are older and Nar is like really sick with lymphoma. He's doing okay, but it's just his lymph nodes keep getting larger and larger and larger. And so the medication that he's on, I need to give it to him in soup. And so feeding them freeze-dried raw is the best for me. And same with Jinx. She also gets the same medication as Nar, and so I give it to them in like a soup form. So I have completely switched them over to freeze-dried raw, and then I just make it into a soup, which I'll be explaining in this video. But I no longer feed them any kibble, any Wysong kibble, and I will just, yeah, be explaining the rest of that throughout this video. But they're also, these guys, like my ferrets are older. Like Nar and Jinx are almost 6 years old, and Kirito is 5 and Peen is 4. And so entirely switching them over to raw, especially when Nar is really sick, is not I don't want to say not possible, but not the easiest and best option in my opinion, just because he needs all of the nutrients that he can get like anyway. And so switching it over, especially at this age, is kind of like a gamble in itself. And so just feeding him freeze-dried raw, oh my gosh, feeding him freeze-dried raw, that's like kind of hard to say. Freeze-dried raw is the best option for me and for these guys at this time. And I wanted to make this video also for those of you who did want to give your ferrets like the best diet that you could, but are unable to feed raw for whatever reason. So I hope that this video gives more insight onto feeding this way. So this is my beautiful table of food for my little weenie beans. I did organize it just for this video. So the first thing that I give them is the Stella and Chewy's freeze-dried raw salmon and chicken recipe. I really like this formula, and I also really like that it's made in the USA. I always try to buy things that are, you know, made in the USA. I know the ZV Peak isn't, but I think it's better. So the next thing that I obviously give them is the Ziwi Peak. I crush this up and then put it in the soup so it's easier to mix up. And then the next thing that I give is my all-time favorite, which is this Whole Life chicken breast, pure chicken breast cat treats, but they're just freeze-dried chicken breast. They're also made in the USA, and they're even human grade, so if I wanted to eat one, I could. They just have one ingredient, which is chicken breast, which I really, really like that. Then the next thing that I give them is the Wysong chicken formula, freeze-dried chicken. Wysong, as everybody knows, isn't the best formula. I don't really give them a lot of that one, just like sprinkle it on top. This I don't put in their soup at all, but I just wanted to mention it. Kirito loves these. They're freeze-dried minnows, and they just have one ingredient, and he really, really likes them, so I just thought it was worth mentioning. And then I give them an egg. I don't give them an egg every single day, by the way. It's maybe like 2 times a week, 2-3 times, and then they just split it between all of them, so it's fine. The first thing that I do is I crush up a lot of the Stella and Chewy's. I kind of do that as like the base of the soup, I guess. I just take a few in my hand and just crush them up. They're really easy to like break apart. They aren't like tough or anything like that. They're easy. So the next thing is I do the Ziwi Peak. I like crush up a bunch with one of those like, what are they called? Like food hammer things that you use to tenderize chicken. I just crush up a bunch of it and then I put it in this bag, and then that's the second layer that I do. And the third layer is that I take the Whole Life pure chicken breast cat treats, and then I just crush those up as well, and then put that as the third layer of my little soup. Then after I'm done with this, I'm gonna pour warm water in it, which I'm doing right now. Sorry, I'm doing a voiceover, so it's kind of hard to like match it. But yeah, just pour some more water and then I crack the egg in it. And then I will add a little bit of the chicken Wysong, just a little bit on top. I know I've said this in other videos, but this is just what they've been on like for the longest period of time before this. So each amount I give less and less and less until they're just weaned off of it. So this is what it looks like before everything is all mixed in. Appetizing, doesn't it look appetizing? What? I also just wanted to briefly mention salmon oil. I didn't put this one in because I no longer use this kind that has like the pump in it. I ordered the kind that has the dropper because it's much better that way, and like it doesn't oxidize as quickly and it doesn't go bad as quickly. So I don't use this brand anymore, but it's just the only one I had right here. So I just wanted to show it to you quickly that you could also add like a few little drops of salmon oil in to the soup. So now I'm just mixing up the soup, and then I'm going to put some in Nar and Jinx's bowls because, as everybody probably knows by now, they are on medication. Nar is on his medicine for his lymphoma, and then Jinxie is on medicine for her insulinoma. They both take prednisolone. Nar gets it twice a day and Jinxie gets it once a day, but then they both get it in the morning and at dinner. And now I'm gonna feed the little hungry weenie beans. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that it helped you gain some insight on feeding freeze-dried raw, and I hope it helps you guys. All right, love you guys so very much. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.